Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Senior Master Sergeant Jonathon Mott. I am the PSM here at Niagara Falls. For the 214 process, I'm standing in for the IPR, who's Master Sergeant John Zivazinski. Just want to talk a little about the process. Whatever I say, what I want you to remember is as soon as you realize you're going to retire, as soon as you start that process, come see Sergeant Zivazinski so that he can start to review your record. Once you leave and you're taken out of MIL-PDS, we can no longer help you with any 214 issues that you may have. So it's imperative that you do that sooner rather than later. You don't have to wait till you decide to retire. You can do it before that so that it's not as much of a record to look at once we get to that point. But definitely 6 months out is a great period to shoot for. We will jump through hoops if all of a sudden you decide you're going to retire and it's 3 months down the road. But the more time that he has to work your record, the better it is. So, how many people have ever opened up their virtual MPF, ran their RIP, and saw anything on there that stated awaiting MPF? There you go, one guy in the back. What that means is that you have a TDY in your history that for some reason the travel voucher pay information didn't flow into it and it's stuck. So in order for you to get credit for that service time, you have to get your paid travel voucher and your order to the IPR so that he can go in there and correct that issue to unfreeze that record. So I know that I had, when I got into the office, I had like 5 or 6 of them for overseas time that it just got to that point and something happened and it stuck in that position. So for 214s, the ones that John takes care of are contingencies. And for contingencies, 1 day on a contingency order, you will get a 214 for that. But Title 10 time does not necessarily mean you're on a contingency. So any non-contingency Title 10 time, you have to do a minimum of 30 days in order to get a 214 for that period of time. School time goes through the school personnel, but if you come to us with it, we'll get you to the right people. And your AGR time is actually, we're hands off of that. Unless you're terminating as an AGR and going right back in as a DSG, continuing on, then we'll do it. Otherwise, that comes from VPC. It comes from the Air Force Personnel Center higher-ups. They calculate all your time and they do your 214 at the end of your AGR period if you're separating after that period is over. So to get your 214s, your arrows order, your paid travel voucher, and if you have a 1299 situation where you went on and off of between Title 32 and Title 10, those 1299s are what are going to get you the 214s on your contingency time in that. But, like I said, the thing that I want you to remember is as soon as you are in that retirement mode, if you haven't done it already, come see Master Sergeant Zivazinski so he can start the process of reviewing your record. That way we can correct those issues.
Like November 6th.
So we're on a big backlog right now, and we are working through them. I've got a list. I think we did about 30 or 40 last month, and I think we were at 25 or 30 at the middle of this month. So we got some more help, and we're ramping up on getting these things accomplished. If you have stuff that you've already given to Sergeant Zivazinski, you can either ping him and see how far along he is at it, or ping me, because I know I can have visibility of his spreadsheet, and I can let you know. So, but understand that everybody's record's different, and if you've got 1 or 2, that's great. But if you have 10 or 15 of those in your queue, then it takes a little bit longer. And the other thing is, we don't know what you've done. So by looking at your record, I can tell you if what's listed in MIL-PDS is correct and is flowed properly. But I can't tell you if a duty that you pulled that I don't know about, I can't tell you where that one is. So if you've pulled duty that you don't see in your record in the VMPF, then bring that to us because we can add it. We can get it in there and we can get you credit for it. But again, pay travel voucher and the Arrows orders. Now the Arrows orders, I think you can go back to 2006 within Arrows itself. If you have to go back through further than that, you're looking at probably contacting finance to get a copy of those. And any DTS stuff, I'm not sure how far back we can go with that, but once again, you can contact finance and they can probably get stuff back further than we can get. All right. Have a great day.